We got two Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultras. This one's a 256 and it's in really good condition on the sides and the screen, but the back is cracked. And then we got this 512GB one, which is heavily marked around the edges and does have some marks on the display. So what we're going to do is just switch the motherboard from this one to this one, and then put the backlash from this one to this one as well, to make one really good 512GB phone and one not so good but 256GB phone. Let's get on with it. Okay, we're gonna start off with the 256GB one. So that's the one with the cracked backlash. So let's get our pry tool. I know this one would come off as this one's had a replacement screen before and it's quite loose, and as it's cracked the glue's not too strong. Moving the glass to the side, we can just pull it off. This is the internals of the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra. Okay, we're going to start by stripping the top off the screws, so let's get our Phillips screwdriver. And just unscrew everything. Using the tweezers right here, you should just be able to gently pry up on this and it should just pop up. Just like so. Just a bit of adhesive holding it on. Just remove all the screws on the other side now. Once you've removed the tape, you can move this to the side. Now, first thing you want to do is to disconnect the battery, all the connections, subscribe, the S-Pen connection, top speaker, display. Once you've unclipped most of your connections, you can use the spudger to just pop up on the motherboard. I'm not sure if you have to remove the speaker, so we're just gonna pop it off anyways to avoid causing any damage. Just pop it out. Okay, so let's remove the motherboard. It turns out I've left a screw in, so let's remove that. This is a great lesson. You should never force out a motherboard. Yes, if you leave a screw in, it would completely damage it.
So gently just pop it out, and there you go, you put it out of this. There we go.
Now you can move this to the side and just repeat the process with the other Samsung. So for this one I'm going to be heating it up as the back glass isn't cracked. Moving over to this side, we're going to just get our suction cup and place it onto the phone, just like so. Adding a bit of pressure. What we want to do is to get our heat gun. And just heat the phone up. Once you remove the back glass, you place it to the side. We're gonna disassemble the phone like we did with the other S23 earlier. I'm gonna put this on fast forward as you guys already seen me disassemble the other one. This guy. And then just peel it off. So all that glue just holding it in. Unclip the front facing camera. And then we can just pop up on the board. That's the connector. There you go. Move this out. And now let's go down to the... We're going to leave all of these as we don't need them anymore. All we need is this one motherboard, which is the 512GB, so we place the 256GB one there. Place this one there, and let's go and put that one back together. Okay, we're back with the good housing. No marks. What we can do now is just place in the good board, or the 512GB board, into the motherboard, into the frame. Making sure we don't trap any cables underneath. Plug in all the connections. Apart from the battery. Subboard. Connector. And this long flex cable that runs across the phone. To the sub and to the main. Cool. Now what we gotta do is just plug in the battery just to make sure everything still works. Which I guess it doesn't. I don't know. Don't think it's getting a good ground, so what I'll do is I'll just screw this in. Put this screw on. Now we'll try plugging it in charge. Okay. what we'll try doing is just try plugging it in charge. I don't think it would work without the wireless charging, so what we'll do is just get the wireless charger, align it with all the other screw holes. Before we do, I forgot almost, is to get our speaker, place it onto the slot, clip it in. Put that in there. Now we can just stick our wireless charging coil on. Once you're happy with the placement, just stick it down. And then just plug in the connector. Now let's try it. Sure enough, it's working, so we can just continue by pressing everything down. Let's remove the S Pen. Okay. Also, what we need to do is go back to the 512GB one, take the S Pen off, as these are different color phones. Slot this back into here. And take the SIM tray out onto both phones. Place the SIM tray in there, and this one and the other one. Okay, now we can put this on there, put all the screws back in. We'll start with the charger port. Okay, now that all the screws are in, let's get our housing, the non-cracked one, and a pair of tweezers, and let's pull out all of this old glue. Once you've cleaned all the gunk off the phone, you can